Assalamualaikum and very good morning to my teacher and my fellow friends. So today we are from group 7 who would like to share with you about health and fitness. So our group members is me, Nur Nafisa binti Muhammad, Nur Alis Naziha binti Zafandi, Nur Shamila binti Zaidi, and Nurul Aimah Fadilah binti Anwar. So today, as we know, healthy and fitness is important to all of us to stay fit and healthy all day. So the first thing I would like to share with you, how can individuals take more responsibility for their own health? The major role in most of the illness in industrialized nations is lifestyle. Six of 10 leading factors contributing to the global burden of disease are lifestyle-related: unsafe sex, high blood pressure, tobacco use, alcohol use, high cholesterol, and lifestyle-related illness also contribute to the rising cost of healthcare. Spending on healthcare accounts for about 16% of the gross domestic product in the USA, or 1.9 trillion. Although smoking has declined steadily there since the 1960s, smoking-related medical expenses are still about 75.5 billion per year. Obesity, which has been climbing in the past 2 decades, accounts for about 65 billion in healthcare costs there each year. Alcoholism and drug addiction in the USA account for annual healthcare costs of about 22.5 billion and 12 billion respectively. Federal government spending on healthcare relating to HIV or AIDS is over 13 billion per year. Given the well-documented relationship between lifestyle, disease burden, and healthcare costs, it makes economic and medical sense to hold individuals morally responsible for their health-related choices. Many of other strategies address problems that are beyond the ability of individuals to deal with. While individuals often have the ability to take care of their own health, they lack the ability to promote health at the population or environmental level. Government action is required to monitor disease, control infections, engage in urban planning, guarantee the safety of food and drugs, minimize pollution, and sponsor basic biomedical research. Even people who emphasize personal responsibility will admit that society should promote environmental health and public health, and even those who believe in minimal government to admit that public health institutions are necessary to prevent sick people from harming healthy people. So, people will feel that they is loved by government, especially they that not have family, and makes them more to responsibility for their own health. So that's all I want to share with you. So I will pass to my next member. So I pass to Nur Alice Naziha. Thank you.
Thank you to Nur Nafisa. My name is Nur Alis Nazha bin Safandi. Continue the point important to keep ourselves healthy and fit. Okay, first and foremost, reduces our dementia risk. Over the years, studies have found that staying active can boost mind function, and energy decreasing the risk of dementia. Physical activity can improve cognitive function in healthy elderly persons and potentially reduces the risk of developing cognitive decline. Dance classes, particularly which require learning skills like memory and concentration, are especially helpful for individuals with an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Secondly, decreases our osteoporosis risk. Fitness, especially load bearing, is important for bone health. Exercise can be one of the most important things we can do to prevent osteoporosis is protect ourselves from falls and help maintain bone mass. Strengthening exercises like jogging, hiking, stair climbing, step aerobics, and dancing are the best for our health. Thirdly, prevents muscle loss. As we get older, not only do our bodies build muscle less efficiently, but the muscle we already have breaks down more quickly. Exercise not only help us maintain our muscles mass, but it also can increase it. This ultimately keeps our metabolism high, gives us strength and endurance to cope with tasks of everyday life and helps prevent falls, which can be a life-changing experience for all the adults. Next, improve digestion. Exercise helps the intestinal muscles break down food and move it through our system correctly by strengthening the abdominal muscles and minimizing sluggishness. Not least, find a new circle of friends. Being a member of a health club can also be great for increasing our circle of friends. Meeting people like us with common goals will not only enhance our social life, but will also help us to keep motivated in our fitness journey. And lastly, reduces stress, depression, and anxiety. We have been hearing for years that regular activity boosts our mood, but it does more than that. When we do exercise, neurotransmitter and endorphins that is depression are released. Thus, we will raise our body temperature, which can has been shown to calm nerves. I think that's all from me. So I will give to no Sharmila to continue next point. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nur. Activity at home. Firstly, exercise daily for at least an hour. So you do not have to kill yourself from jogging or running, but you should have some short moderate physical activity in your everyday life. For example, physical activity is going to the beach at least for an hour. Also, you can jog and split season intervals to sprint during that hour. So exercise definitely will help keep your muscle. Secondly, make sure to get sleep. Even though most of us have 8 hour job during the day or night, is it urgent to get enough sleep to recharge the body's battery. Also, see an 8 hour of will keep the body going throughout the day. But if you happen to feel tired at any point after came home from work, by well mean take a small nap before you exercising. So it will prevent you from staying up later in the night. Thirdly, stay motivated. it is a very important way to being in shape is to get goal and keep your positive mindset. If you stay positive, you will be applied to push yourself to get that fit body you have always wanted. Lastly, for me, drink plenty of water throughout the day. It is because water is so important for your body and your health. Did you know that we are made of 60 water and your blood is 19 water? So every system, cell, tissue, muscle, fiber, and organ need water to function properly and efficiently. Without it, your body simple cannot perform to do its job. That's all for me. I will pass to Aimah to continue.
Okay, thank you to Nur Shamila. Now I will continue the way to stay fit and healthy at home. Okay, this topic is not about how we know. It's not about how much we know the way to stay fit and healthy, but it's about how we manage the way to stay fit and healthy at home. Okay, now I will to share to you about the some of the advice to stay fit and healthy. Okay, we need to drink a lot of water during the day. As we know, water is so important for us and for our body and our healthy. Okay, why water is important for our body? It is because water can sorry. It is because water can protect our skin and other tissue, and water also can get rid of the waste and toxic in our body. Okay, if we are if we are not going a sufficient daily intake water, we are can risk the potential for healthy problem develop, such as we having low energy level, and we also causing muscle cramp. The second point is we need to enjoy plenty of fruit and vegetable. Fruit and vegetable are among the most important food for giving us enough energy, mineral and fiber. We should try to eat at least 5 servings a day for fruit and healthy. For example, we should take a glass of fresh fruit juice at breakfast, perhaps an apple and a piece of watermelon as a snack, and a good portion of different vegetables at each meal. Okay, the third point is we need to reduce salt and sugar intake. A high salt intake carrying a high blood pressure, and it also can increase the risk of um, cardiovascular disease. Okay, I have three ways to reduce the salt in the food. Okay, first, when we shopping, we could choose product with low sodium content. Okay, the second is when cooking with salt can be substituted with spices to increase the variety of flavor and taste. Okay, the third is when eating, it helps not to have salt at the table, or at least not to add salt before tasting. Okay, for sugar, sugar provides sweetness and an attractive taste. But sugary food and drink are rich in energy and are best enjoyed in moderation as an occasional treat. We could use food instead. even to sweeten our food and drink. Okay, what can I conclude from my point is to stay fit and healthy, we must to consistent to eat the to eat the health food like fruit and vegetable. We need to reduce the salt and sugar in food, and we also need to drink enough water. Okay, from all of point that my friend share is I can conclude that if we need to stay fit and healthy at home, we must to know how we can take responsibility for healthy. We must to know why important to keep healthy and fit at home. And the last one, we need to know the way to stay fit and healthy at home. Okay, that's all from my group. Thank you.